What happens to your body if you drink rosemary tea every day? Let's take a look at the science behind rosemary's medicinal properties and how it can help treat a variety of conditions, even serious ones like neurodegenerative diseases. If you want to be healthy, put a like and we'll get started. Rosemary is an aromatic plant, a member of the mint family, which has been used since the times of ancient Rome, in particular, for many centuries as a remedy for headaches, to improve memory and concentration, as well as to get rid of gas and constipation. In recent years, its popularity has increased significantly as studies have been conducted that have confirmed many of these healing properties. Known for its fresh herbal smell, woody and distinctive aroma, rosemary primarily uses its needle-like leaves and oil, which is widely used in cooking as well as for medicinal purposes. While rosemary has many culinary uses, it has also been highly valued for its medicinal properties throughout human history. But what are some of its most popular and traditional medicinal uses? Rosemary's many health benefits are due to its unique active compounds and properties. Rosemary contains powerful components that have anti-inflammatory effects and give rosemary its distinctive flavor and aroma. Rosemary is also rich in phenolic compounds, plant compounds that have powerful antioxidant and antimicrobial properties. If you pick it straight from the field, be sure to clean and wash it before using it. You can also purchase it from herbal stores. Now, learn 10 good reasons why you should drink rosemary tea every day. Reason number 1. One is that it helps to increase blood sugar levels. It helps raise blood sugar levels. Rosemary is especially beneficial for those who have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Why does rosemary have such a beneficial effect on glucose levels? It increases insulin sensitivity, which makes the insulin produced by our pancreas work more efficiently. In particular, it helps sugar or glucose from the blood to be more easily absorbed by muscle cells. Rosemary also contains some substances whose action is similar to that of insulin, which also contributes to its effectiveness in regulating blood sugar levels. Reason number 2. It improves blood circulation. Rosemary improves blood circulation by dilating blood vessels, which consequently lowers blood pressure. High blood pressure is known to increase the risk of heart and brain complications. Dilating blood vessels not only helps to lower blood pressure, but also increases microcirculation. Smaller blood vessels and capillaries ensure that more oxygen is delivered to the tissues. In addition, metabolic products are eliminated more efficiently. The anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties of the substances in rosemary further reduce the risk of thrombosis. However, keep in mind that excessive consumption of rosemary tea or other forms of rosemary tea can lead to side effects, which I will discuss later. If you have medical conditions, especially multiple medical conditions, or are taking medications, it is very important to consult your doctor before using rosemary as a supplement. The same goes for other herbs, supplements, or medicinal plants. Reason number 3. Eases digestive problems. Eases digestive problems. Rosemary is known for promoting gut health. Traditionally, it has been used for a variety of digestive problems, including reducing gas and abdominal bloating, easing bowel emptying, and relieving abdominal pain, cramps, and stomach aches. Due to its antispasmodic properties, rosemary helps relax the smooth muscles of the digestive tract, minimizing possible discomfort. This not only relieves symptoms, but also improves digestion. In particular, rosemary stimulates the secretion of bile by the gallbladder, helping to digest fats, thereby optimizing the digestive process. In addition, due to its anti-inflammatory properties, rosemary is particularly useful for those who suffer from irritable bowel syndrome. It is also useful in treating inflammatory bowel diseases such as Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Rosemary also plays a key role in balancing the gut microbiota, the beneficial bacteria essential to our health. Its prebiotic properties nourish these beneficial bacteria, promoting a healthy gut environment. In addition, rosemary's antimicrobial properties target harmful bacteria and fungi and inhibit their growth. Reason number 4. Improves brain function. Improves brain function. Rosemary is increasingly being recognized by scientists for its potential brain benefits. A key component, carnosic acid, has been found to fight brain damage caused by free radicals. In addition, rosemary helps break down a chemical in the brain called acetylcholine, optimizing communication between nerve cells and therefore improving memory and concentration. Its benefits go beyond cognition. Rosemary is also known for elevating mood and alleviating symptoms of anxiety and fatigue. Many of these health benefits have been confirmed through various studies. It is interesting to note that as far back as 500 BC in ancient Greece, students used rosemary to improve memory and concentration. Part of the benefits of rosemary for the brain may be due to the improved blood circulation discussed earlier. Improved blood circulation can reduce brain damage after a stroke, whether it is a hemorrhage or a blood clot blocking a vessel. The antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects of this plant have neuroprotective properties. They are especially valuable in preventing neurodegenerative diseases including Alzheimer's disease, other dementias, and even Parkinson's disease. Reason number 5. Anti-inflammatory effects. Rosemary has notable anti-inflammatory properties. This makes it an ally for those who experience joint pain accompanied by inflammation, as in the case of arthritis, osteoarthritis, or muscle pain. These benefits can be obtained either by using rosemary in everyday cooking or by drinking it in the form of rosemary tea. In addition, studies show that applying rosemary essential oil directly to sore spots can reduce pain. Reason number 6, it helps fight stress. Drinking a cup of rosemary tea daily can be especially helpful during times of high stress or anxiety. It also helps improve sleep quality, thereby getting rid of stress-related insomnia. Reason number 7. It strengthens the immune system. Rosemary strengthens the immune system, reducing susceptibility to infections. Its antimicrobial properties combined with its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties allow it to inhibit the growth of viruses, bacteria, and fungi. Historically, these properties have led to its use as a natural preservative that extends the shelf life of foods. Reason number 8. Detoxification of fatty tissue in the liver. Detoxification of fatty tissue in the liver. Rosemary is good for liver health because it minimizes the accumulation of fat in this organ. It is not only beneficial for those who suffer from fatty liver disease, but also provides protection against cellular damage or inflammation caused by medications or toxic substances. If you are facing liver problems, it can be a wise move to consult about including rosemary in your diet, whether as a condiment or rosemary tea. Reason number 9. Rosemary has many benefits for skin and hair health. It fights premature aging, promotes wound healing and provides relief for conditions such as seborrheic dermatitis, acne, psoriasis, and alopecia characterized by hair loss. Its effectiveness in these areas is supported by evidence. Reason number 10. Eye benefits. Rosemary has demonstrated its potential to promote eye health, especially in fighting the signs of aging. It can slow the progression of cataracts, clouding of the lens of the eye, and age-related macular degeneration, a disease affecting the back of the eye that can lead to blindness. The compounds and substances found in rosemary have been found to not only reduce the risk of developing these diseases as we age, but also to significantly slow their progression. What are the factors behind the health benefits of rosemary? The health benefits of rosemary are attributed to the presence of polyphenol known as carnosol, rosmarinic acid, and caffeic acid. These compounds are known for their powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial properties. Finally, there are other types of polyphenol called flavonoids, such as apigenin and luteolin, that interact with these other substances. It is important to note that while much of this research has been done in laboratory settings using test tubes in animals, many of these beneficial properties are gradually being confirmed in human studies. How can rosemary be used? Infusion, like tea, this is a popular method in which rosemary leaves are boiled in hot water to produce what many people call rosemary tea. Decoction differs from infusion in that rosemary is boiled in water, usually the tougher parts, such as the stems. This method extracts deeper flavors and compounds from the plant. Culinary use. In addition to these preparation methods, rosemary is a favorite ingredient in cooking. It can be found in markets both in powder form and in various extracts. Rosemary serves as a protective agent against toxins that can form in food, especially when meat is exposed to high temperatures such as grilling, barbecuing, or roasting. This produces harmful compounds called heterocyclic amines, which have been linked to certain cancers, including colon, breast, and prostate cancer. The study found that marinating meat with seasonings that include rosemary before cooking can reduce levels of these toxic elements by 90%. While the main strategy should be to moderate consumption of overcooked meat or fish, adding rosemary to the cooking process is also commendable. Supplements and capsules. For those who need a more concentrated diet, rosemary supplements or capsules are available. These capsules are often filled with rosemary powder, allowing you to capture its essence without the need for preparation. Tinctures and topical use. Rosemary tincture, which is a liquid extract often mixed with alcohol, is used medicinally when taken orally, providing a concentrated dose of rosemary's beneficial properties. Rosemary essential oil mixed with a base oil can be applied directly to the skin. This method has a number of benefits and is often used in a variety of cosmetic products, including ointments and creams, aromatherapy and fragrance. Rosemary has firmly established its place in aromatherapy, relieving stress and promoting relaxation. Its aromatic essence is enjoyed by many. It is used for diffusion, added to baths, or used in massage. A simple method that many people use is to put a few sprigs of rosemary in water, which acts as a natural air freshener, filling the surrounding space with a delightful aroma. Rosemary has also found its use in gardening for decorative purposes and is used as a disinfectant. How to prepare rosemary tea. Ingredients: 1 to 2 teaspoons of fresh or dried rosemary leaves, 240 to 250 milliliters of boiled water, standard cup. Sweeteners as desired: sugar, honey, or maple syrup. Preparation: if you are using fresh rosemary leaves, wash them thoroughly. In a saucepan, bring water to a boil over medium heat. Once it comes to a boil, reduce the heat to low. Soaking: place the rosemary leaves in a cup and pour boiling water over them. Allow the mixture to infuse for 2 to 3 minutes. Serving: you can drink this tea hot or cold, depending on your preference. Some people prefer to strain it first to get a clearer liquid, but either option will do. Note, although some people prefer to add sweeteners, drinking the infusion in its natural form will allow you to fully appreciate its flavor and health benefits. Preparation of rosemary tea using decoction. The ingredients and preparation are the same as above. Serving: after cooking, strain the liquid. This decoction can be drunk either hot or cold, depending on personal preference. Some people enhance the flavor by adding a little sweetness, such as honey or a splash of lemon. Note, a decoction usually gives a stronger flavor than an infusion. Although decoction is thought to help extract valuable substances and nutrients more efficiently, the choice between the two methods often comes down to personal taste. What are the side effects and risks of rosemary? As with any consumer product, there is a possibility of allergic reactions when using rosemary. This risk exists whether rosemary is consumed orally, as a tea, a condiment, or applied to the skin. Those with skin problems should always consult a dermatologist before applying rosemary or its products directly to the skin. It should not be applied directly to open wounds or burns. Consuming rosemary in excess can lead to digestive problems. Drinking more than 2 cups of rosemary tea or infusion per day can lead to symptoms such as abdominal bloating, stomach pain, nausea, or even vomiting. Although rosemary has many health benefits, it should be used responsibly. As always, the most important thing is moderation. If you are just starting to consume or use rosemary, start with small doses and observe how your body reacts. If you notice any adverse reactions, discontinue use and consult your doctor. In addition, rosemary is not recommended for people with symptomatic gallstones. Since rosemary increases bile secretion, there is a risk of expelling the stones, which can lead to complications. In addition, people with bleeding disorders should avoid rosemary because of its weak anticoagulant properties. Rosemary can be dangerous for people with conditions that predispose them to bleeding. Anyone suffering from bleeding disorders should consult a doctor before consuming or using rosemary. Also, rosemary is not recommended for use during pregnancy and breastfeeding due to limited data on its effects. As for medications, rosemary may interact with blood-thinning medications, potentially enhancing their effects. Antihypertensive drugs such as enalapril, lisinopril, and losartan may have an enhanced effect when combined with excessive rosemary consumption. In addition to being prescribed to treat blood pressure, diuretics are also used to treat heart and kidney problems. Rosemary can affect their effectiveness. Anti-diabetic medications such as insulin and metformin can also be enhanced with rosemary. Caution should be exercised when taking any medication, and doctors should be consulted about possible interactions. More information on this topic you will find on our channel. Subscribe, please put a like and watch these useful videos. We look forward to your comments.